What if I told you Cadillac just built an SUV powerful enough to make Range Rover and Mercedes-AMG look outdated overnight? Welcome back to Cars Review, and today we're diving into something absolutely wild. The 2027 Cadillac V16 SUV. Yes, you heard that right. 16 cylinders in an SUV. While every other luxury brand is racing towards smaller, turbocharged engines and electrification, Cadillac is doing the unthinkable, reviving the legendary V16 badge and dropping it into a full-size luxury SUV built to dominate anything from Land Rover, BMW, or Mercedes. Let's talk numbers first, because this is where things get insane. Reports suggest the V16 SUV could push out somewhere around 1,000 horsepower, paired with a torque figure so massive, it might just rewrite what we expect from a three-row luxury SUV. 0 to 60 is rumored to land in the low 3-second range of supercar territory, in a vehicle that can seat 6 people comfortably. But here's the thing that makes this even more special. Cadillac isn't just chasing numbers. They're chasing heritage. The V16 name goes all the way back to 1930, when Cadillac shocked the world with the first production V16 engine ever offered in an American luxury car. Bringing that badge back in 2027 in the middle of an SUV boom is Cadillac's way of saying they're not backing down from gas-powered performance, even as rivals go electric. Now let's talk design, because early renders and spy shots suggest this isn't just a badge swap on an Escalade. We're talking about a completely reimagined body, wider stance, more aggressive front fascia, a lower roofline for better aerodynamics, and quad exhaust tips that hint at exactly what's rumbling underneath. Think Escalade-inspired proportions, but sharpened, lowered, and given a performance edge that screams, "This isn't your average family SUV." Inside, expect Cadillac to go all out. We're talking hand-stitched leather, real wood and metal trim, a massive curved OLED display stretching across the dashboard, and tech features borrowed straight from Cadillac's flagship Celestiq sedan. This is Cadillac positioning itself not just as an American alternative to European luxury, but as the brand that can out-luxury and outpower them at the same time. And that's exactly the message here. While Range Rover leans on prestige, and AMG leans on motorsport heritage, Cadillac is coming in with raw American muscle, wrapped in modern luxury, and topped off with a name that hasn't been used in nearly a century. Let's pick up right where we left off with the 2027 Cadillac V16 SUV, because the interior and tech side of this thing might be just as shocking as that engine. Under the hood, step inside and Cadillac is rumored to be pulling out every trick from its flagship Celestiq playbook. That means a massive curved display spanning the entire dashboard, blending the digital gauge cluster, infotainment, and passenger screen into one seamless strip of glass. Expect Cadillac's next-generation user interface, powered by an ultra-fast processor, giving you instant response times and a layout that feels more like a private jet than a traditional SUV. Materials are expected to be next level as well. Hand-selected leather, open-pore wood trim, brushed aluminum accents, and ambient lighting that can be customized to match your mood or driving mode. Cadillac is also rumored to bring its AKG or Dolby Atmos-inspired premium sound system into this SUV, turning every drive into a full concert hall experience. Space-wise, this is still a three-row SUV, so practicality isn't sacrificed for performance. Expect heated, ventilated, and massaging seats across all rows, a panoramic glass roof, and rear seat entertainment screens for long family road trips. Cadillac wants this to be the SUV you can take your kids to school in on Monday and blow past a Lamborghini Urus on Saturday. Now let's get into pricing, because a V16-powered flagship SUV isn't going to come cheap. Industry speculation places the starting price well north of $50,000, with fully loaded trims potentially pushing past $200,000, putting it directly in the crosshairs of the Range Rover SV and the Mercedes-AMG G63. And that brings us to the real question everyone's asking. How does it actually compare? The Range Rover SV is all about quiet, understated British luxury, with a twin-turbo V8 that, frankly, can't match the raw output rumored for Cadillac's V16. The AMG G63 brings brute strength and off-road toughness, but it's smaller, boxier, and doesn't offer the same three-row practicality. Cadillac's approach here is different. Bigger engine, more horsepower, more interior space. and a heritage story that neither of those rivals can claim. On paper, this V16 SUV isn't just competing. With Range Rover and AMG, it's positioned to outmuscle both of them while still delivering full-size American luxury in space. Let's wrap up our deep dive into the 2027 Cadillac V16 SUV with what might be the most important part of this story: the timeline, the strategy, and whether this thing can actually live up to the hype. Let's start with timing. Industry chatter suggests Cadillac could reveal the V16 SUV sometime in 2027, with production models potentially hitting American dealerships toward the end of that year or early into 2028. That timeline lines up with Cadillac's broader push to reestablish itself as a true flagship luxury brand, not just in the US, but on a global stage against the likes of Range Rover, Mercedes, and even Rolls-Royce. And that's really the bigger picture here. This isn't just about one SUV. It's about Cadillac's entire direction. While the brand has leaned heavily into electric vehicles with the Lyriq, Escalade IQ, and Celestiq, the V16 SUV represents something different. A bold reminder that Cadillac still knows how to build a gas-powered, engine-driven halo vehicle that can generate headlines and turn heads. Think about it from a strategy standpoint. Electric SUVs are becoming common. Every luxury brand has one, but almost nobody is bringing back the 16-cylinder engine in 27. That scarcity, that shock factor is exactly what Cadillac needs to remind the world that they can still build something no other brand is willing to attempt. Now, will American buyers embrace it? That's the real gamble. On one hand, you have a growing market of buyers who want efficiency and electrification. But on the other hand, there's still a massive, passionate audience of enthusiasts who want raw power, big engines, and the kind of emotional experience that only a thundering V16 can deliver. Cadillac seems to be betting that this second group is large enough and loyal enough to make the V16 SUV a halo success, even if it isn't a high-volume seller. And that's really what a flagship model is supposed to do. It doesn't need to outsell the Escalade. It needs to make headlines, pull people into showrooms, and remind the world that Cadillac can go toe-to-toe with anyone. Range Rover, AMG, Rolls-Royce, all of it. So here's the big question for you. If Cadillac actually pulls this off, could the V16 SUV become the most iconic American luxury SUV of the decade? Or is this simply too big, too bold, and too late in the EV era to make a real impact? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you choose this over a Range Rover SV or an AMG G63? If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit subscribe here on Cars Review, because we've got more exclusive, first looks and rumored reveals coming your way very soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.